almost 6 months ago, so I bought time. In that time, that property is made, just to let you know. It's made, so what did I say, almost, so 4 times, 16 grand.
Yo, I'm on Miami Beach with a sweet 110. She wanna learn, so I teach some slang. Like, what's going on, babe? How you doing? I'm from London, so I speak with a twang. It's Taxman K and the police too. I don't watch them youths, I don't beef with the gang, but the set people I wanna see get blammed. If you fuck with them boys, don't reach for my. So sweets in school that are tea from Poundland, bro. Fly them and the pound still land.
Guys, if you've been subscribed to this channel, you'll already know the HMO behind me, the 6-bed HMO which I bought with an improvement notice. Today, we're sat outside and we're meeting the HMO officer, the head one, for the 3rd time on site to check the fire doors. Stay watching this video because you're going to see live footage of a live inspection which no one ever publishes, no one ever shows you that. So, and if you're new to the channel, stay subscribed because I'm the only guy who brings you these insights. Who else is posting a live HMO inspection? You'll learn a lot. If you've got HMOs, if you want to get into HMOs, you'll learn how much we make, the pitfalls of it, and come along with me for this live inspection and see if we can get this improvement notice signed off today. I've got a feeling we won't, but I'm also kind of expecting other stuff, which I've been told from our other development sites, that they might apply here, which is not going to go well. So stay and let me know in the comments what you think. Yes, if you want property information about how we source HMOs, how to do it yourself, how to make, this literally makes, behind me, 4 grand a month, guys. All these are HMOs as well, obviously not owned by me. We own one around the corner, but they're all cleaning up social housing contracts, and landlords here are cleaning up, guys, and they're making, on average, from a 6-bed, 4 grand a month profit, guys. £700 per room on that one, 6 rooms. So we're cleaning up, guys. So stay tuned and follow the journey. Hey, are you okay? Hi, you all right? Come in. Yeah, not bad, thank you. Not too bad. Hopefully we finish everything off.
What's your name again?
Niven, yeah.
John.
Saw you at Christmas.
Hi, I'm Millie.
Hi.
Yeah.
Do you remember the other house and this house? You remember this house
Yeah,
a couple of times.
yeah.
Hi, I just, he's just learning, he's apprentice.
We were at?
Bracken.
Bracken.
So Bracken's not my house, it's a client's, they're still finishing it off, I think.
Okay, send me the details for
Yeah,
that,
and
because I went and did an inspection on there and I'd forgotten who
did.
I'd met. So I haven't sent the details out.
Yeah,
So
you did, because it wasn't finished.
that
Also, you went to a house that we were doing where the neighbours complained about the noise. Do you remember?
Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you want the floor plans for that, don't you?
That was
Dudley.
22.
The one next to the chip shop, yeah. So I'll get sending the floor plans
Yeah.
for that one, because that's almost finishing.
Yeah, they've complained again about the noise.
Again? We haven't been working outside of hours.
When I say again, from the visit,
Yeah.
they complained again. So it was like a week or 2 ago that they complained.
Yeah, we've only been working, latest finish is 6.
It was some work that was getting done over the Easter bank holiday. Oh, you haven't complained to me.
Oh, right, we worked on Easter Friday.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Maybe Easter Friday?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why were you not allowed to work on Friday?
No, it wasn't like you weren't allowed.
It was just noisy.
It was restricted, in terms of the hours.
Okay. I'll tell him to chill out.
But Tom was dealing with that, so.
Right, no problem.
I assume it was all sorted.
Yeah, I think so.
Really, can I leave you with
Of course you can.
Yeah, sorted. That's the door checker, isn't it? Yeah.
That's it.
So we'll just have a general look round.
Everything's been done, but apart from remember last time you came, the doors weren't thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sound.
I'll just have a general look anyway.
Yeah.
I've got the full.
Yes, they were all in.
You've renewed this one, then have you had this door?
It's not. Well, they've all been changed.
Right.
In terms of, I got another joiner in to do.
Yeah.
To adjust them.
Yeah.
And then we got 2 spares, but they didn't need them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've all been thingy. Okay. I've just been in there, so I know she's in. Hello.
Hello.
Can we come in?
Come in.
Yeah, thank you. So,
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah.
For the space on that one. Ground floor over here, no. Yeah, shower.
Yeah, so everything's been done. No one's in there.
Assuming no one's in.
Yeah.
But do you know what? It's like, oh, it's better not just in.
There's some gaps, yeah. So it was 3 mil on top.
Yeah.
And then lock side was 4 to 5 down here, there, and then 2 to 3 on this side.
Yeah.
I can't work out if there's a bit of a lip or if it's. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm just recording this for the joiner because he said he checked it and he sent me the report with his checker.
okay. Right. You can see the slope across the top, can't you?
Yeah.
You can see. I just
Yeah, so it's
try
5
that
mil
now.
up in that corner.
That corner there. It's over 5 mil. So
Okay.
you sent me the
Report.
the report.
Yeah.
Sorry, you sent me with the report with the photos.
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
And I don't know what he's using as a gap tester.
yeah.
But even just looking at that, you look at it and you go, oh, that's going to be more than 4 mil. So
Right.
between 2 to 4 mil, that's your tolerance really. You
Okay,
can't
so
go-
is that
can't go
5?
over that. That's 5. So it's too
Right.
big.
So maybe he's probably only checking it in certain areas then, isn't he?
Well, but if he is, then
It's not, yeah.
then I would say
Yeah.
he's not very competent on doing
Yeah.
what he's doing, because really he should be reassessing the door across the whole length across the top and the sides and the bottom. So, you know, that's what his role is.
Is it worth just changing that then to the new one we've got outside?
Do you know, I wouldn't necessarily say the door needs changing, but it needs the adjustment on it, because I mean, you can see it's quite tight at the bottom there, but you know, if you get that movement on it, it will close that gap there.
Right, okay.
Plus the other problem is, if you do you want to stand there?
Yeah.
You see this edge of the door? You can see the edge, can't you?
Yeah.
Now if you come this side, forget the architrave.
Yeah.
That's the door frame.
Yeah.
So that should be flush with that. So it's sitting proud. So when he's fitted the door, just he hasn't set the hinges in far enough, so the door's going to sit flush. And you can see that there. If you come outside, can you see that that flange of that hinge is not all the way in? So he hasn't set it in flush at all. I don't want to be too critical of the person who's done it, but I have to say he hasn't
I know.
done it properly.
It might just be a case of getting one done. Is there no way you can do it with a batten or anything? Just to do that bit, to put a hardwood lipping? Oh, it's still going to be problematic.
But the problem with that is you can't run the hardwoods all the way through, because it's all right at that end,
Yeah,
but
it's
not
just
there, and you can't then put a chamfered piece in. It has to be a uniform thickness all the way through.
Right.
So the door needs lifting a bit.
Right.
What was the bottom one, Millie? The bottom measurement on that door?
Ranges from 8 to 11.
8 to 11, yeah. So that's got to be a maximum of 10,
10,
at,
yeah.
at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So if it meant you had to raise that to close that gap a bit,
Yeah,
you can plant on
drop down
the
so
hardwood bead
yeah, at the bottom.
on the underside of the door,
Okay.
glued and pinned to the underside of the door. So if that came up and it was say 12 at the bottom,
Yeah.
and you put a 2mm strip across the bottom,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
I'll
it
tell him
means-
to do that.
Means the door coming off, resetting the hinges back, closing the gap. You may need to, you know, pack it out a bit on that side because, you know, I mean, it's okay there at the bottom, really. But
It's just the top,
that-
yeah,
It's
yeah.
that point, and if that then creates too much of a gap at the bottom, the hardwood lip on
Okay.
the bottom.
Yeah, what he's done is he's gone over, I've adjusted everything. Here's the video with the thing, and he's probably just put it there and there.
Yeah.
The keys for that's outside. Let me just get it. It's underneath it. Nightmare, she's not left the fucking keys. I think it's just open. I think it'll be open.
Yeah.
Oh, hiya. You okay? Yeah. Sound. Stressed there. I thought you'd gone out.
Oh yeah, you okay?
Hello.
Hello.
Won't keep you a minute.
It's alright, no worries.
Room 2. This one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was the.
Yeah, I thought it was a kitchen, but yeah.
Oh no, it's
Am I
upstairs.
alright
Yeah.
to just check the door? Yeah. Lovely, thank you.
That's just a lock when they go
Okay.
out.
So, right.
Still got the clear glazing on the top.
We put it here. Did you want it on the top?
Yeah, it needs to be on the whole window.
We've got it here actually somewhere. I think it's in here. Did you see some glazing? Did you see some? In here. Oh, bloody thrown it. It's here. We've got it here. We'll put it on. That's it. Yes. Yeah, it's just obscure. I think I'm pretty sure it's a obscure. Yeah, it's obscure. It's obscure glazing. We'll put it on now. I thought it was sound.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Is that alright? Yeah.
Just like, yeah. Okay.
So it's coming to do that now,
Okay.
and we'll get a drop-down seal for that. All the others are okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey mate, do you mind sealing the shower tray in downstairs bedroom? They're in. There's, they're near the door. Thanks, Rob.
So it's just the further one now, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it, yeah.
That's alright on that side of the gaps. It's coming 3 to 4. And then this one's, again, it's not sat. Yeah, and it's only 1 mil in a lot of places.
Does it have to be more than 1 mil?
It's between 2 to 4.
Okay, so it can't be one. Okay, yeah.
No. I'll explain that in a moment, why it can't be one. So the clearance is between 2 to 4 mil,
Yeah,
and so then you would think, well, if it's less than 2,
if it's 0, yeah.
that's even tighter,
Yeah.
so that should be okay.
Yeah,
But actually it's not, and the reason it's not is because
does it have to let some smoke through for the seals?
No. You see, well, the brush seal is for the smoke, so it stop the smoke from getting out. But the actual base that it's sitting in is the intermittent strip.
Yeah,
So when it gets hot enough in this room,
expands.
that will expand, fill the whole width of that into the rebate and close the gap. Now that expands comfortably between 2 to 4 millimeters. If it's less than that, if it's 1, it'll fill that space and it still wants to expand more. And it can't because
There's no space.
there's only a 1 millimeter gap. So it forces the door to buckle and open if it's less than 1. If it's more than 4, it'll fill the gap and it'll still expand beyond the 4, but it then weakens the seal that it creates.
Right, okay.
So that's why it's crucial that it's between 2 and 4. And these are not that hard.
This side is all right. This is between 3 and 4. It's this side which is the 1 millimeter.
Which is 1.
So
yeah.
it's 6 to 8 at the top, and it's
12 to
13 at the bottom.
So there's nothing we can do though, is we have to put a new door on. Because we can't create the space, can we? We can't make it more than 1. Can we? Because we'd have to...
No, but you can take a shaving off the door.
Oh, can we? Okay.
Take a shaving off the door. What you're better doing is there a hardwood lip on it? I don't know what it is.
Don't think so.
If there was a hardwood lip, I would say
take it on the other side.
Take the hardwood lip off, but do the shave and refit the hardwood lip. The issue you've got now is so if you're going to take a shaving off the door, that then reduces the depth.
Yeah.
The depth that the intermittent seal sits in. So that would then sit proud. So when you take some, say you had to take a couple of millimeters off that side, you'll have to reroute that extra couple of millimeters so that sits in flush, and then it would be okay. So it's not just a case of shavings off the edge of the door. You have to reroute the where the strip goes as well.
Okay.
Very much. Okay. All right. See you again.
See ya. Bye-bye. So guys, we've didn't even have time to tell you, so we've done that inspection. He wasn't that impressed. We've been let down by a joiner. And it's a tricky situation because we've subcontracted a lot of work to him, so I'm not even going to mention it to him. Yeah, you get off, pal. Yeah, sound. You got what? Pasta?
Plaster.
Oh, you got plaster. I thought you said you. Sound, see you in a bit. He is bang on it, but the joiner is just got an attitude where he doesn't want to do anything extra, and he sent me a video and a report of all these doors being right and they're wrong, and I paid him £120 a door. It's not the problem. We bought time, so I bought, when was that? That was almost 6 months ago. Almost 6 months ago, so I bought time. In that time, that property is made, just to let you know, it's made. So what did I say? Almost, so 4 times 16 grand. However, guys, this is really important to know. If he finds me, I've got a good relationship with him, but he did say to me off camera, look, my bosses are watching me, kind of thing, the higher powers, we need to, if you don't get it right next time, I'm going to have to fine you, and I don't want to, because it's a civil penalty for HMO regs, which people don't understand. And if you heard on the video, which you've been watching, the tolerances, and this is why we charge so much for refurbs, and this is why HMOs is so much, they take so much investment to get right, and then once you're left alone, you print money, and then you'll have another inspection. The tolerance, we're talking about, who's that? We're talking about 2 millimeter gaps where you can get a fine for 10 grand. That fine probably be 10 grand. So yes, I made in 4 months, for £16,000 pure profit from that property. But you can see if you don't get your HMOs right, how quickly that can be taken away from you. That'll just be clawed back. That will just be your civil penalty, if not more. I paid more before, back in the day, 5-6 years ago, when I was having problems with another council, not this one. I paid 30 grand in fines over like 5-6 HMOs. So guys, it's a license to print money, but you need to make sure you stick it to the conditions of the license. I'm standing here telling you that as someone who has got millimeters out, and those millimeters equals tens of thousands of pounds. So what we're going to do is, we're going to get a new joiner, hopefully, source it wherever we need to come, pay a bit more money, get all these doors changed, because he said don't do it, but I'm just saying we'll do it, we'll spend a few grand, and we'll avoid a fine, and it'll make the house look better anyway, and eventually we'll have to do it. So we're literally like, and this is what you need to know, I'll even show you on camera, free knowledge here, guys. If you're doing HMOs, Hello? If you're doing HMOs, thank you, just come in. And you think that door closes and all the gaps all right, and you've got a gap there, that, thank you. Does he seal that? Just check it. Just the top needs sealing. Right, thank you. That could cost you 10 grand, and that's not the council, that's the government making them do that, and the renters' rights and all that. So make sure it's bang on. They will tell you when you got an inspection, so it's just a cost of business. Now, guys, this inspection actually went really well for me, and I'll tell you why. The new law is that if there's cookers in the rooms, it's classed as a studio, and you need a sprinkler system. Because this was existed, and more than 10 years ago, they haven't applied it here. So I thought he was going to come with a fire officer and go, oh, do you know what? Because he said he's bringing a fire officer, which is actually an apprentice, I think. Do you know what? Because you've got cookers, I forgot. When the new thing is, because they're doing it on the new HMOs, you need a sprinkler system, which is like a lot of money. And then I thought, well, I'll take the cookers out, but then it's less rent. He hasn't said that. So relatively speaking, putting new doors in is easier than putting a sprinkler system in or removing cookers. So I think it's gone all right. Swings and roundabouts. It could have gone better. I didn't think the 2 mils would be a big deal, but they are. And he explained why on the video, because it's fire safety, so fair enough. Everything else is signed off. Let's get the doors. If you ask anyone who does HMOs, especially in the Northwest, doors are a pain in your life. If you try and do a HMO yourself and you don't know what you're doing, it's going to go wrong. It's not about surveyors. We can always get the end values. We can always source properties. But you need to know the technical details, guys, and that's why it's worth sometimes paying a mentor. You know, if I had a mentor from the council who knew him and was in there with the council, I'd pay it, because it'll save you money. People paying me like my fee to do HMOs, they're putting all the liability on me. They're saving themselves headache, time, and money. It's well worth it, guys. You know, anyone can work out a yield on a spreadsheet, but actually being boots on the ground and sorting stuff out like this and making sure you've got a license to print money, making sure your HMOs are full and there's no interruption. All you want to do is be left alone with a license for 5 years and print as much money as you can, 16 grand every 4 months, yeah? But to do that, you need to make sure the council are off your back, and how you do that, you get everything ticked off, signed off, good relationship, and you get on to the next one. Let's get it.